Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, a very happy Diwali and a prosperous new year as per the Hindu financial year. And friends, I'm here to talk about the exam which are around the corner, NID and UCEED. NID on 24th of December and UCEED 21 of January. Friends, before I go further, although I'm going to give a very active live demonstration and we shall together be solving one of the questions of these examination, one of the niche area where most of the students face problem. I will be solving it with some very simple method, a memory drawing question. And we shall also be talking about what type of questions you can expect in NID and UCEED. And before we go ahead, I would like to tell you that we at Creative Edge will be launching a crash course of 28 days, starting from 16th of November, day after tomorrow. And friends, we are going to give you a comprehensive cover of the total syllabus. Remember, crash course, but it's still a total syllabus that we believe, should give you a lot of strength to crack this tricky examination. Okay, friends. So let us get started. Let us look into a couple of these drawings, which are done during one of my demonstration. I will like to tell you something about the question here. You are in an auditorium where you have got on the stage three competitive teams of two people each. It's a quiz competition. As you can probably read this quiz competition, there is a comparer here who is taking the quiz. Now, important thing, if you take it as a UCEED question, the important thing would be, where are you placed? You are in the last row. Maybe you can, for a confusion, they will tell you you are in the last but one row. But that doesn't mean anything. Last but one row or last row. You will see only what is in front of you. Okay? And the whole auditorium is filled up. The auditorium has got few lanes even on the side corners. Okay? And draw what you will see. So interesting one. And maybe today I give you some trick of solving this kind of question. Cinema hall, similar look. Now this is typical of, if you, some of you know about film Sholay, that Thakur ka shoe with a lot of nails on it, right on the top of the screen. However, here the scene described that a family is sitting ahead of you and the child is bothering everybody and mother is trying to calm down the child. NID is special. Now here what NID want, now you can see the scene is like you are taking a morning walk, or there is a person taking a morning walk with a big dog. Now this is a big dog. Okay? And a crow is trying to maybe bother both of them, particularly the dog. So what NID want to see here, if you know it, a comparative size. Secondly, the perspective. Now, crow is more towards you, that's why it's seen as large, and the dog is little away, but is still in front of the guy here. One technical problem, guy is taking the dog's the string attached to his neck with his right hand, although the dog is on his left side. So this might happen while running and trying to control the dog. He is right-handed, that's why he's want to pull the dog back and don't shout at the crow, and the crow is shouting at the dog. Anyway, I would like to just go through one more and then we shall take one technical drawing here. You are in a dockyard. Here is a supervisor, and here is a official of dockyard. Okay, and the ship is being a cargo ship is being loaded. So here is the, or it could be the reverse also, unloaded, whichever way. And there is this small boat attached to the big ship which has arrived on the dockyard. Here also, what is more important? What is more important is the size comparison, the proportion, the scale. Now, generally, proportion is denoted to the within a body, like how big is the head compared to the trunk and the back, or maybe the legs. That is the proportion. And the scale is how a body is proportionate to the huge ship here, the cargo ship here. Right, friends? So maybe I can give you how to really um, go ahead with such kind of question if it arises as a memory drawing. Let's take the case of the auditorium. Now, if you are at the back of the auditorium, you have to imagine as if you're looking from the stage itself. Where would you see the auditorium? The back lane, almost here. Okay. Then where are you placed? Now this will be the eye level. Eye level is the same as horizon. Then where are you stationed? You may not be stationed right in the center. You may be stationed a little eccentric, because center generally in an auditorium is a walk-through line. This is to be called as line of station. Now, friends, in comparison to the screen at the back side, you are eccentric. You are placed eccentric. So the same position is being drawn onto the stage of the auditorium. In a huge setup, The lines here are not always straight. They are little curvy. Why? Because you are accommodating a lot of extra area, making it a panoramic view like this. So you can also make this a little elliptical, very little elliptical. I'm giving you a very technical way of observing the thing. When you want to accommodate more than your cone of vision, more than the picture frame actually, more area than the picture frame, the lines become a little curved. That's the this would be the graph here. Remember, your eye will be just above the two people sitting here. One on your left side, maybe slightly lesser than this. Yeah. Now these are minutest things which are more checked by both NID and UCEED people. Why you get less number is because you are practicing with lesser information, or you are able to give less information than actually expected out of you in your sketches. So quickly correcting all the lines here, erasing out our construction line also, because we need to now really accommodate the participants here. I have slightly exaggerated the curvature here, although right in front, the curvature may not be that large. Why? Because it is well within the cone of vision. These area would be little curved. So now we can draw the things here. Do a cross hatching for darkening the hair. It will be easily well textured and visible. Now here is one, once you have done the setting, here is what you have to really rush up onto. You can't waste too much of time in doing each and every figure. As you go ahead with the lines, you need to do a little vague sketch. Only these 4 or 5 figures in front of you would be having detailing. Now that's by mistake. I've done too many specs, but it's all right. आज के कंप्यूटर के ज़माने में ज़्यादा बच्चे स्पेक्स के साथ मिल जाते हैं. ओके, चश्मे वालों का सेल बढ़ रहा है. As human figure becomes smaller, as you go farther, and you have to only control these heads here and a little of the chairs. Very shortly, the auditorium will be full. Mind you, you have done all the essentials beforehand and no worries now. Now, little decoration of the auditorium here. If you're left out with time, you can go for more densing the hair, darkening. These lines are a must because they are the one which actually depict your skills. One may ask which pencil am I using? I'm using a 2B pencil. Initially, I started with H pencil because I had to give some construction lines. So construction lines, yes, you use less graded pencil, H or 2H, but final lines, yes, you have to have. Now in an auditorium, you can give that, you know, the curtains here, and then an auditorium, you can have those doors, darken up this line. Remember, if you can do something to darken up the roof and the side panel, you can have a couple of fans, the large fans here. Some of you may fancy some air conditioners. Likewise, a sentry standing here. So friends, you're done with some initial sketch. If you're left out with time, do a little more detailing. उसका ribbon dark कर दो, बाल उलझा दो, and give more details here. But don't miss out few things. Roof dark होता है ऑडिटोरियम में, ऊपर से लाइट्स डालने के लिए कंसील लाइट्स होते हैं, बड़े पर्दे, स्टेज. So what is important here? Your position, this is your vanishing point, and I have developed it, although as a part of 5-point perspective, because I used curved lines, but it is 1-point perspective altogether. Don't forget to have a little curvature in the lines because you are accommodating more than your um, cone of vision elements into it. I can attend some of the questions if they are there. Okay, friends, I think this is good enough for the time being. There are many such questions that we shall be solving along with you in the crash course that we have already announced. 16th of November, day after tomorrow, we are starting a crash course of 28 days along with the master classes. And remember, a full good syllabus is going to be covered by us, covering aptitude, drawing, and GK. So don't forget to join if you haven't joined any other class, and even if you have joined some other class, remember to join Top Rankers Creative Edges classes for crash course of for the NID and UC entrance preparation. So see you then in the classes, friends. Bye bye for now.